30 years old. I'm gonna be 30 years old in 2 more days. Oh. I can feel the tears about to come down, but I don't want to start crying. But yeah, so this is what 30 years old looks like. Oh my, I cannot believe I'm about to be 30 years old, you guys. I am old. I'm officially old. And I feel like, let me turn the music off before I get a copyright. I feel like, what did I even do in my whole life? Like, I'm about to be 30 years old. But at least I still look good. At least I still look about 23, 24. I don't know. I honestly don't know how old I look. I just go off of what people tell me I look like. Hold up. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see me, but sorry, I have a wedgie. Anyways, I wanted to make this video because the other day I was literally driving, doing DoorDash, and like I just stopped while I was driving, and I just had a thought pop into my head, and it was like, okay, if you guys don't know, if you're new here, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is Janae Kiara. Thank you for clicking on my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But anyways, yeah, so if you don't know, my name is Janae. I moved to Las Vegas, Nevada from California almost a year ago. It'll be a year in August. But I moved to this apartment here in Nevada 6 months ago in December, almost 7 months ago. And for this whole time that I've been living here, I have not been able to get a job. I have not been able to get hired anywhere. So I was doing DoorDash, and that's how I've been able to pay my rent. So for the past 6, almost 7 months, I've just been driving DoorDash to pay my rent. So basically, I was driving DoorDash like a couple of days ago, and this thought popped into my head, and it was like, what does God do? What does God make you go through before he does something really, really big in your life? Like something major in your life. Not no little small step. I'm talking about, what does he make you go through before you get a huge blessing? Like something that is like one of your heart's biggest desires. And that was my question, and it popped up in my head. And so I'm one of those girls that use ChatGPT. Sorry if that offends people, but yes, I use ChatGPT. Like, I'm sorry. So at that moment, I searched it up. Or no, I asked ChatGPT, and I was like, yeah, so what does God make you go through before he gives you that blessing? And this is what ChatGPT told me. She said, that is such a powerful question, and it shows how deeply you're seeking God, even in your waiting season. And that sentence right there, it like hit me. Like, it felt like a revelation in my life. It felt like a full circle moment, because it said it shows how deeply you're seeking God. And now I have to tie it all the way back to last year. If you guys been watching my channel since last year, since like, I don't know if that was last year or the year before that, but basically I started this YouTube channel, I think it was a year ago maybe, or 2 years ago, and I was going through a really hard time in my life with my health. And I believe I talked about this on my YouTube channel. Basically I was struggling, like, this is such a long story, but I was living in an apartment that had black mold in it, and it caused me to have like just a spiral of really bad health issues. And one of the things that it caused me to have was bad anxiety. And my anxiety was so bad to the point where like I was scared to go check my mailbox. I was scared to go outside. Like I was just trapped in my house for a few months. And I would just only order like DoorDash, Instacart, and that's it. And one day I was ordering Instacart, and the driver, she told me like, hey, I'm here, can you come downstairs and pick up your order? Because she couldn't find my apartment. And I told her like, hey, I'm so sorry, but I can't come get it. Like, I'm scared to leave my house because I have anxiety, and I feel like if I come outside, I might die, or just, I don't know. Those were the thoughts that was in my head. I don't know, but that's what happened to me. And she responded back, and she said, she sent me the verse, and it said, Matthew 6:33. Hold on, let me look it up. She sent me the verse. She said, well, she tried to say like, it's gonna be okay. Like she was comforting me. And then she sent me this Bible verse, and it says, Matthew 6:33. It says, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. And when she sent it to me, I was so confused because it didn't fit with my current situation. So I just took it and I tried to like make it fit and apply it to my life, but it just didn't apply to my life at all. So fast forward to now, I feel like that, when she sent it that day, that was literally the start of my journey, of this whole journey that I've been going on. This has been a whole spiritual journey. If you guys have been watching my YouTube channel since then, you guys will see that this has been a long spiritual journey. And I believe it started when she sent me that verse. And now, because I always wonder, like, what does that verse mean? Like, how does that apply to me? I don't get it. And throughout the past year or 2 years, I've been thinking, like, I've been thinking about it ever since then, and I've just been realizing, like, that was God speaking through her to speak to me, to tell me that I need to seek God. I don't have a strong relationship with God. I didn't really have a relationship with God at all. And life, this past journey that I've been on has literally forced me to like sit down and it forced me to sit down and like demanded me to have a strong relationship with God, because I've experienced going through problems with my health, problems like financial problems, just a lot of problems that are crazy. Like it hasn't made any sense. But yeah, that Bible verse says, seek first the kingdom of God. And when I asked that question to Chat GPT, it said it shows how deeply I'm seeking God. So that's why it was a full circle moment. I don't know if anybody will understand what I'm saying, but that's when I connected the dots, and it was like a full circle moment that I had in that moment. Like, oh my God, I finally understand what it means to seek God and the kingdom, and all those things will be added on to me. Because like I said, I've been here in Las Vegas for almost a year. Can't get a job, can't get no furniture, can't pay my rent, literally couldn't pay nothing. I just been luckily making it each time, just going off luck. And I think that was God, and he wanted me to sit down and go through like a boot camp with him, where I have to learn how to have faith and rely on God. And that's it. Rely on God more than I rely on myself, and seek God for help with everything. Okay, so now I can finally read what Chat GPT said. She said, before God brings something big into your life, a major blessing, breakthrough, or calling, he often takes you through a period of refining. It's not to punish you, but to prepare you. And here is what he typically allows us to walk through first. So number one is isolation or stillness. And if you guys have been watching my YouTube, you will see that I've been isolated and in stillness, okay? I've been here just straight up by myself. He told me to move out here. I literally moved out here, been in isolation, stillness, and just nothing. Like, I literally couldn't do anything, you guys, but sit in my apartment and just think and think and think. And yeah, it says, before elevation comes separation. God often removes distractions, people, and noise so you can hear him clearly and learn to rely on him alone. Think wilderness seasons, being hidden or not being understood by others. Okay, number two is testing and waiting. And oh my God, this brings tears to my eyes, because at first I kept going through so many tests, like, because I have a smart mouth. It probably doesn't appear on camera, but like in real life, I'm very, very quick to just get agitated and just say anything to anybody, and that's not right. And God has put me in so many situations like that out here, especially because I'm already mad that I can't get a job, already mad that I'm going through what I'm going through. And now this person just probably did something to me, or this person probably did something to me, and I would get so mad. And it finally clicked in my head, like, wait, this is a test from God, and you have to pass that test. You cannot keep getting mad. You have to let that person, if they did something wrong, let that be on them. You don't need to get mad. You don't need to scream and cuss at them. Just let them have it. And I finally get it now. It's been so long, and I kept failing the test. And even people would tell me, like, it's just a test. It's just a test. Like, you're going to keep going through it until you pass it. So that was one thing that I had. And then waiting, testing and waiting. It says, God might allow delays or challenges to test your faith, your patience, and your heart. He's watching how you respond when nothing is moving and shaping your character to carry the weight of the blessing. Think, do you still trust me even when it looks impossible? Number 3, breaking. You may feel like everything is falling apart, but God is breaking off pride, self-reliance, and control. He's softening your heart and making you humble enough to steward the blessing well. Brokenness isn't the end, it's often the beginning of the breakthrough. Number 4, surrender. God often waits until you fully let go, not in defeat, but in trust. That moment when you say, God, if you don't do it, it won't happen, is the doorway to divine intervention. Ooh, okay, I like that. This is just so good to me because this is literally what I've been going through the past year, maybe 2 years, and it just feels so good that I finally can figure out what is going on. Like, I've been so lost and in shambles and just so down bad and just so confused. But anyways, number 5 is inner strength and quiet confidence. Before the blessing, God builds a strength in you that's not loud, but rooted. It's the quiet inner knowing of, I don't know how, but I know who. If you're in a painful, uncertain, or quiet season right now, it's often the final stretch before God does something major. He's not punishing you, he's preparing you. Every closed door, delay, or detour has been on purpose. You're not forgotten, you're being formed. And with that, it was just like a full circle moment, and everything that I've been going through this past 6 months, no, this past year, it's almost been a year. It all made sense, and now you guys know my situation. Like, I'm still about to be evicted, and today is the 28th? Yeah, today is the 28th, so in 2 more days. There's nothing that I can do about it. So my birthday is in 2 more days as well, and yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what God decides that he wants to do. Like I said, I don't know how, but I know who can do it for me. And yeah, just be confident in that. And also at the same time, you have to be able to let go. Like, I've already come to terms with, if I have to let go of my apartment, I'm okay with that, because I had a long, hard fight to stay here, and if it's not meant, it's not meant. I can't keep forcing it. But anyways, you guys, I just feel so much better that I finally got that revelation, and it finally made sense, and it showed that I am seeking God. I was not ever seeking God before, and this is something that probably was the problem, because I thought that I was just gonna move to Las Vegas. I thought that I was gonna get my nice luxury apartment. I thought that I was gonna get my nice Mercedes-Benz. I thought that I was going to be working at MAC, doing makeup, making all this money, and nowhere in my plans did I include God. It was just going to be all for me. Just me. I'm beautiful. I got what I want. me, and like nothing that has to do with God or nothing that has to do with nobody else. And I feel like that's why God had me sit down for such a long time until I finally grasped the concept that it's not all about me. It's about helping other people. It's about sharing my knowledge and sharing what I'm going through and making people feel better. And it's about caring about people. It's about helping people. It's about growing, and it's about having faith and working on myself every day and getting closer to God. Like, without God, clearly you won't have nothing. Clearly. I mean, even still, He still takes care of me. But there's always a closer relationship that you can have with God, and I finally realized that, and I finally see it now. And yeah, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. And even though my life, I don't want to start crying. Even though my life still looks a mess, I don't have to have all the answers. I never did have to have all the answers. But I'm glad that God still always gave me another chance to sit down and correct where I was going wrong at. And yeah, it just feels good that I finally understand, and it's not on me to rely on my own knowledge or my own understanding. It's for me to give it all to God, because it's the plan that He has for my life, not what I have for my life. And yeah, I finally understand that. And yeah. So that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm wearing white, all white for God. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope that my message could get through to somebody. And yeah, thank you guys for all of my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Everybody that has been with me on my journey and just supporting me every step of the way. And yeah, love you guys. Thanks for watching.